the objective is to grow the DC brand, to grow the DC characters, but also our job is to protect the DC brand. And that's what we're going to do.
It's Coffee Talk with SULABDUL. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe now.
Wake up in the morning, eyes crusty, heavy yawning. My phone keep going off, so I shut off the alarm and then head into the kitchen to get the coffee brewing. French roast with French vanilla, my own French revolution. Next movement is to tune into Coffee Talk with Sil. My girl is such a yap, if I tell her she need to chill. I hear enough of the yapping from all of these goofy shills. Plus I'm trying to be informed of whatever's the latest deal. For real.
What's up? What's up? Welcome to Coffee Talk. I am sylabdul. This is a spot. Oh, we talk about that new DC. Yeah, I think that's what we're kind of doing right now. That new DC. What is that? Y'all need to be liking, subscribing, sharing this channel. We're taking y'all through this transition of this merger. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know, also we touch on a little Marvel, Star Wars sometimes, but today is DC. Why DC? I see Israel in the chat. See my guy bored at work up there. Zod Ryder, Chad Snyderverse. What's up? Yovit, Celia, Marcus. It's gonna be an interesting one. Back then, I see you. Anna Cardosa. Interesting information today. Everybody talking about the Flash, right? Sarah, what's up? Friggy, Balzad, Teledea, Mr. J. Let's get into it, right? A few things to talk about before we get going here. Let's Vodka Soda, what's good? I see you. Let's hit our links up real quick. Links in the description for Patreon. Major update coming. After I get back from Seattle, next week I'm going to the Emerald City Comic-Con, a live show of Mikey Sutton and Alicia Nava. Really cool stuff next week. When I come back, massive Patreon update. What's on the Patreon? We talk about confirmed information, castings, production windows, synopsis, real cool stuff. Get screenshots. Also, you'll start getting full interviews over there as well. I talk to independent creators, artists, entertainers, cool stuff. Patreon deep dive on Seal Nation right there. Discord links in the chat as well. I'm going to be doing a live audio call with Discord tomorrow, along with Twitter Spaces, because we're going to kind of talk about, after I say the information, we're going to absorb it tonight, and then we're going to hit Discord tomorrow. So if you follow me on Discord, or if you join Discord, shout out to Sammy, retooling that. Links in the description. It connects you to all the videos I drop, all cool stuff coming up there tomorrow. Live audio call, Discord, because there may be a little things to talk about after this today. And Twitter Spaces tomorrow as well, too. I'll reiterate that in a minute. DC Snyder Facebook group. I may redub that new DC Facebook group. I drop little information as I hear it. Elroy, shout out to you over there. When I hear it, I kind of throw a little chatter. If you're on Facebook, follow me on IG and TikTok as well, because I drop videos there. And I'm starting to do more pictures on Instagram, right? Little scoop pictures, cool stuff. We're still on that Stream Elements over Super Chats, gang. Now, Stream Elements, that's only if you use PayPal to support. If you don't use PayPal, then Super Chats is the way to go. So just to let that know. And I think we got one in the chamber already. I'll hit that in just a moment. Stream Elements directly support via PayPal, as I just said, to Stream Elements link. CASHAPP links in the description as well. Super chats when you're live. Super thanks for the replay, gang. How we feeling in the chat? Savage Bat, what's good? Zod. We getting to it. Rob, I see you, man. Rob, that's the guy that does all those cool beta memes that I post on here. Trey, Bat Channel. Retro Nerd Girl, what's good? All right, let's keep going. Socks, I see you extended. Danzig as well. Brief update with members. Mikey has some stuff already. If you're a member, okay, so first off, let's back up. When you become a member, you get a forecast of the future. First level is DC. Second level is DC and Marvel plus Spider-Man. Third level is all mentioned below plus Star Wars and beyond. So it's 3 levels plus the fourth one is supporter collaborator level. I'm gonna plan a show, a Sil Nation show, if you're part of that level, starting after I get back from Comic-Con. More details coming. If you want to know the future, a forecast of the future, you want to be a member. Mikey has stuff already ready for the members. Because of my scheduling, we would have already recorded it. That's on me with that. But I'm anticipating this week a members update coming up really soon. Cool stuff. Cool stuff there. How we feeling? Shiny Flicks, what's good? Let's continue. Scoop Center with Mikey Sutton. Right now it's every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when Mikey brings the thunder every week for the public. But Deep Dive again is for members. And then also after every Scoop Center, I just started this last week, we're going to do a Scoop Center recap and Q&A only on Twitter Spaces every Tuesday or any day that follows Scoop Center, basically. It's going to be kind of like a closed group. It's limited spaces, so it's going to be a closed group of people. We do a full Q&A. We had a really good conversation last week about it, and I definitely want to continue that. So I'm going to be really honest with you. When I post that link and you want to be a part of this every Tuesday, you're going to want to jump in there because it's limited spaces. We try to keep it, convenient and, cordial, intimate over there on Twitter Spaces. Let's hit a couple of topics before I get to the flash scoop. A few things that was talked about this past day. This may clear up some things for some of y'all and may not. We'll see. And real quick, 2:30 in the chat. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're not. Let's get this up. We got something in the stream elements already. I'm sorry it's not on the screen, but I'm just going to read this off here. Shout out to Sarah. Saying shout out for giving us Flash news a day early. Yeah. Hey, it was so much talk about the Flash. I was going to hold off on this. And I'll kind of explain this when I get to the story. But I just felt like today was the day to go ahead and just get it out there, all right? Because this may give us something else to talk about going into next week, all right? And I think we got a super chat by Black Wolf Inc. So let me get that real quick. Again, sorry it's not on the screen, big dog. Just the chat is moving right now. But I can read it here. Black Wolf Inc. says, okay, let's not beat around the bush. When you become a member, you're legit. You're going to be a year ahead of everyone. You don't know what you do not know. Shout out to Black Wolf Inc. for that support for the members. And he's right when he says that you are ahead of the game with Mikey Sutton. Let's clear up a few things real quick. I'm seeing some chatter on Twitter. Berlanti, potential head of DC. Well, if you're new to this channel, maybe you wasn't aware. We heard that last year, right? We heard that last year about Berlanti. The channel is a receipt, right? It's like I could pull up clips if I need to. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we're beyond this at this point, right? Berlanti is the latest I've heard is the least likely person to be head of DC right now. Now, will he have input? Possibly. Keep in mind, Berlanti, does he have all this influence? He's cool with Zaslav, right? Well, Zaslav canceled his Strange Adventures series that Berlanti was producing. Yeah, that was Berlanti. Zaslav, it's show business. It's not show friends. And I think it's clear what Zaslav is doing. David Zaslav is still in control. I know it's weird rumors out there about that. I'll clear it up with the flash scoop. Promise you that in a few minutes here. But just to answer this, there's no new DC head yet, as far as I know. If they do have one, it's a mystery right now. And I do say Zaslav, he does need to clear this up kind of soon, because after Batgirl was canceled, it was a little backlash. Then they was like, okay, Lady Gaga confirmed Joker 2. So they was trying to combat the backlash, right? As far as with DC, Zaz, he does have to make this clear, but definitely what he says as far as protecting the brand and quality first, I think we're in good hands with the future of DC. A lot more to talk about that in the near future, but don't get too shook up with this Berlanti talk. I mean, half his shows got canceled on CW, right? So, yeah. Leslie Grace, real quick. I did do a report a few days ago. A part of my Supergirl scoop when I said Sasha Calle, though they were shelving her project indefinitely, but her project could come back in the new 10-year plan. So, again, that was part of my original scoop. Now, when I scooped this, I didn't know about the 10-year plan when I scooped this. I was told that they're going to kind of keep her on the bench as opposed to Leslie Grace. I don't see her being Batgirl ever again. I don't see that happening. Will they use her for other projects under Warner's? Possibly. Leslie Grace is a very talented person. Like, it was never no shade with Leslie Grace. It's just that project wasn't hitting with what Zaza wants to do for DC going forward. That's all that was. There's nothing personal. I mean, Brendan Fraser was in Batgirl. I would have loved to see Brendan Fraser. Keaton was in there for about 10 minutes. That's cool. So, it's no shade. But no, I do not foresee Leslie Grace being Batgirl ever. She's already worked with Warner's with In the Heights, that musical. And she may do, again, more work with Warner. So, you fans of Leslie Grace out there, she's very talented. I think she'll get more work. It's all good. It just didn't fit, in the in the cards right now, as they say. Now, speaking of Batgirls, people said, oh, it tested decent with screenings. Let's touch on this real quick. Screening test scores. When we get to screening tests, when people want to base things off of screening test scores, again, I frequently talk to people who watch screenings all the time. Okay, like literally, especially DC. They watch screenings, and I talk to them about their feedback on that. Most screenings kind of have like a mid-level score anyway. Like, it's not like you're not winning with a screening. You're just saying, does this story work? Because everything's not finished. It's a weird, unfinished VFX. It looks kind of goofy most of the time when you're watching the screening. So anyone relying on screening scores to pump up any film, I'm sorry. Like, let's dead that. Like, don't tell me, oh, they got a 75. They got an 82. No, I don't care any screening scores, okay? Just, yeah. Let's calm that down. I've seen too many people on Twitter trying to pump screenings like they're like we were robbed of a good story or something. Batgirl didn't fit in the 10-year plan. The original Sasha Calle story didn't fit in the 10-year plan. That's why they're canceled. All right. Speaking of canceled, there's a lot of speculation of what's canceled, what's going forward in DC, the new DC, as I dub it. We got 305 in the chat. Smash a like, subscribe if you're not. We're getting to that flash scoop in moments. You're just moments away from the flash scoop. Shout out to Zod Rider. Flash about to be a motion comic. That'd be dope. But don't get too caught up. Don't get your emotions too caught up in any update you hear right now. I would say wait until the official word from WBD, because they're the ones that told you that Batgirl was canceled. They're the ones that's, signaling Joker 2's going forward. So just keep that in mind. You're going to hear a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation about what's going on with these projects. Now, I will say, because the main question I got the past couple of days, Titans and Doom Patrol, they're getting their next season, right? They're getting their next season. But if they can't fit that in a 10-year plan, because Zaza wants to cross over everything. He told his investors that Goldman Sachs and other banks that were invested in Warner Bros. Discovery, he says, I want to do a plan just like Alan Horn did with MCU, with Feige. He told the money people this. So, damn whatever else you're hearing from other people at this point. That was the most important conversation you would have heard about DC, is Zaza talking to the money people. And he laid out the plan for them. We're going to protect the brand, quality first, and it's going to be structured like MCU, like what Alan Horn did. Oh, he's a senior advisor now with Warner's. Yeah, like he did with Feige with MCU. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind going forward. You're going to hear a lot of rumors and a lot of upheavals. Just wait till it's announced. That's all. We could speculate all day. Oh, is Blue Beetle going to make it? I hope. But, hey, Batgirl was shot and then post VFX and was canceled. So nothing's safe until WBD puts that stamp of approval and says, okay, this is the day. Like Joker 2. That's how you know. Because you hear about Matt Reeves' The Batman, the sequel is not officially greenlit. Doesn't mean there's no Reeves verse. No, that's not what it means. But it does mean that if it doesn't fit whatever story Reeves writing right now in his basement, if it doesn't fit what Zaza wants to do going forward, then hey, it's gonna catch that axe, right? Zaza the Butcher is what they call him. Reeves, write carefully. And I'm hearing that Reeves stole that first script. I'm gonna reach out to homeboy that said Reeves stole his script. I may get him on Coffee Talk real soon. But I'm just saying, better write carefully, Reeves, because if you don't fit with this plan, like Todd Phillips is trying to fit with an Elseworld story, tread carefully. Shout out 320 in the chat. Smash the like, subscribe if you're not. We got the flash scoop coming in minutes. So don't get caught up. What's canceled, what's not? Don't get caught up in that, y'all. We got Real Talk Production. Shout out to this guy here. He has a channel also. I watched your video yesterday, sir. Cool stuff. And I think I got like an update while I was sitting here. Let me see. Let me look at and I'll read this in just a moment here. Pardon me. Okay, dope. This is some side updates. It's all good. All right, we're good. So, real talk here. It says, by them saying that about Supergirl's movie, I think it's low-key confirms Mikey's scoop of Sasha showing up. Wouldn't that be dope, right? Like, yeah, it's really cool. Like, we got like both sides of this story here. Like, I was told when the project was shelved, because I put that out, the video's out there, right? I was told not that they don't want Sasha Calle, it's just the story they were developing was not fitting the 10-year plan. But it made it very clear that she still can come back in another project. And then on the other hand, Mikey said, yo, she may show up in a Superman sequel. So we'll see how that meets, right? That's really cool. Really cool that me and Mikey kind of have both spectrums of that story there. Exciting stuff. We got a new member in the chat. Kyler Runnels, new member. Let me see if it shows me on this screen here. Because, I got this. I catch L's anytime I try to search stuff like this out. All right, here we go. Yeah, Kyler Runnels, Rogues level member. Again, when you're a Rogues level member, it's 4 levels actually. First level DC, you get a forecast of the future. Mikey just takes y'all on the journey. Second level DC and Marvel and Spider-Man included with that. Cool stuff. Third level is all said before, plus Star Wars and beyond. Real cool stuff. Plus you get archived members live streams. Third level gets you that. Geek Streets level. That's what gets you that. really cool. And then beyond that, a supporter, collaborator level. Yeah, I plan a show with you basically. If you're that fourth level, that's how we do it. Speedy, I see you. It's crazy right now, right? Flash Scoop coming. You're just minutes away. 340 in the chat. Smash the like, subscribe if you're not. Those have been following me. You know, I don't hype nothing unless I think, you know. I say a few. I'm gonna set a few people at ease right now. If you're feeling bothered by potential information, I don't hype up bourbon. OGs, y'all should know. I don't hype up bad news. All right. Supergirl in the chat. What's good? Got Kara's over L. I said I got Supergirl for the past year and a half in the chat. Sasha's cool. I got my own Supergirl right here, right? We never hype up bourbon. So make that a thing going forward. If I hype up anything, don't be worried. Don't be worried. If it's bad news, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you real quick. And Mikey will too. Yeah. If you know, you know. We got Black Wolf Inc. So this is speculation, but could the 10-year plan revolve around Zach's old JL storyboards? No. Because Zach himself said that he would not do that. That story can absolutely stretch to multiple films. I think Zach, you know, freaked his own story. You know what I'm saying? And I think he made it where he can fit it whatever the new regime would do. I think Zach knew about this merger, right? It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of layers to this. But the old story, no, it's public. That those storyboards are public because Zach's not doing that story. He's tweaked it probably massively. And we're going to find out when you see JL2 with Zack Snyder. But we're not ready to talk about that yet, right? We're not ready to talk about that. I'm just saying. We got 350 in the chat. Where's our likes at? We don't have 200 likes yet. We're close to 150. Look at the 200 likes. Let's do it. But yeah, everything is all conjecture and rumor. What's canceled, what's not. Let's move on. Joker 2, full musical. No. And obviously that Variety article kind of touched on this. It's not like a full musical. It's more like Star is Born, right? Not like Into the Heights, which was a full musical, which coincidentally had Leslie Grace in that film. That's not what Joker 2 is going to be. I feel, again, what I thought originally when I heard about the musical element and the set in Arkham, I was like, okay, you're going to have Arthur Fleck, you know, hallucinating, and then someone's going to, you know, Harleen Quinzel is going to come and try to, you know, talk to him and rehabilitate him. And then he's going to kind of, you know, win her over, and she's going to become Harley Quinn, right? And then as they murder people, it's going to be like a musical. That's what I'm thinking. You got Lady Gaga. This may be like Oscar level production. Now, word is it's like sub 150 million that they're paying for this film. That's right up Zaz's alley. It's not a big blockbuster. It's a character study. So let's see what we got with Joker 2. I'm on board with Lady Gaga. Like I become a fan of her overnight. You know, if you're doing DC good, I'm good. I'm good with you. So Lady Gaga is on board. Let's see what they got. So it's not a full musical. Hey, doesn't mean it's a good film. We'll see. But I kind of trust what they're setting up with that. All right. Let's see. Are we caught up with everything? I got one more update before we get to the scoop. We got a flash scoop today, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to keep the streets updated. I see Sammy in the chat. What's good? 4K. Let's get it. All right. One more thing before we get to the flash scoop. Hamada's Last Stand. Shout out to the Snyder fandom who handled these hit pieces, because that's what was hitting the fandom the last couple of days. the hit pieces against the fandom, bringing up old shit that don't even, matter right now to the new regime, saying, "Oh, Hamada was treated so bad." Well, you should have talked to Sarnoff and Kilar and Emmer before they hit the door, right? There's no tears for Hamada. And shout out to THR Kim Masters. She put out the story that Hamada, they're basically like, stay until Black Adam comes out. Why? That's a question. You gotta ask the right questions, right? Why are they asking Hamada to stay until Black Adam? Because he's old. Hamada's owed some bonuses and points with the Black Adam film. So instead of firing him beforehand, let's just let him stay here until the Black Adam film comes out. Then he gets his points and then he gets his golden parachute. Peace out, Hamada, and whoever supports you in the building. I think they all get fired at the same time. That's what's happening. So that, again, shout out to Kim Masters because she put out the real story. You got people still caught up on the rap and Alberto. Real information right there. So Hamada's done. They're keeping him until October. Kim Masters told you that already. If you want to read some trash, then hey, go ahead. But no one's worried about that. All right. We got 370 in the building. Smash the like, subscribe if you're not. Share this video. We better get to the flash scoop right now. Right now. Right now. We're about to do it. And I'm gonna play my favorite drop. I'm just gonna play my favorite drop just because, like, it's it doesn't even fit like what I'm about to talk about, but I just want to play it just because. Well, first let's get a woo. We're about to do the flash scoop right now. That's my favorite woo drop. But my number one drop, it got lost in the sauce right here. Hold on. What's another? This ain't the one, but I'll play this. Hey, shout out to Adam West. That was my first super chat drop ever, right there. But this is the one I was trying to find this the whole time. I gotta make it capital letters next time.
Cannon.
All right, it's time. Okay, it's time. I'm not trying to play with y'all. Let's get to the flash scoop. Let me pull this up here and let's talk about it. Appreciate all the support that we received on this channel. Definitely, it's been a wild couple weeks. I'm gonna tell you a little story. It's gonna lead up to what we're about to talk about right now, right? So, got Lawrence Snyder here. Lucas Till should be the new Flash. We'll see. We're about to find out, right? Shout out to you, Lawrence. We ain't got 200 likes yet. Are we serious? Dang. All right. Chat. What's it called? Snad. Is that what I call it? Chat Snyderverse? Snad? What's good? So this past week, so after a lot has happened since the earnings call, right? People that I talked to, I think they're pretty plugged in what's going on, right? We had the Batfleck and Aquaman scoop, right? We had the Supergirl scoop. We had the Flash reshoots scoop. So I think we should be trusting these people, right? We need 300 likes. Let's get 300 likes. Let's do it. We got 377 in the chat. Let's smash that like. Smash that like. because it's been a lot of confirmations for the past couple weeks. It's my headphones here. Let's get these likes up. We got 206. We should be at 300 likes right now. I appreciate y'all supporting. Like I said, Leon, I see you. We're about to have a heart attack. But it's been insane, right? Yeah, we're trying to get to 300 socks. Yeah, trying to get to 300 right now. When I got the information about Ben Affleck, and Aquaman, I was like, yo, and like the source was like, man, things are moving. Like it's like a very fluid situation with the Flash film. Now, Zaslav himself told y'all that, he committed to his investors that we about to get this film out. All right. It's good, David. Much love to David Flores. Oh, yeah, chat's wild right now. I'm going to have to go to slow mode. You know what I'm saying? I actually may have to do that right now. I'm going to do that right now because, like, chat is crazy right now. We're going to go into slow mode real quick. Let's get these likes up. We should be at 300 likes right now. Because it's like some exclusive shit. Like, man, ain't nobody got it. So I'm going to get y'all slow mode. We're entering sicko mode right now. Slow mode. Yeah. I'm going to do that slow mode. Let's get 300 likes. We got 400 in the chat. Let's do this. Because, man, whatever I'm about to say, it's going to be copied and spread it everywhere at this point, right? That's just what it is. Much love to David Flores for your support. I don't know if I can repeat that. Yeah, just get right. The get right mode. That's what I'm going to call it. We got 235 in the chat. Let's get to 300 likes, y'all. Because just like when I said Batfleck and Aquaman 2, whatever I'm about to say, y'all not going to hear this anywhere else until it's confirmed, right? And then when it's confirmed, then everybody going to, take what's being said, you know what I'm saying, spread it, right? Yo, they tried to steal my Vero scoop. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when y'all here and y'all supporting, it is about the support. It is about smashing like. It is about sharing the video, being sub to the channel. That does matter to the, to the content creators. Unless, if you don't support the channel, then it's like, damn, I mean, that's real. We put a lot of time into this. And like the least that we ask is y'all smash the like button. For real. We got 415 in the chat. We should be at 300 likes right now. I mean, that's just real talk. I mean, if y'all don't feel that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to say. If y'all don't feel that, I don't know what else to say. Run the bells? Okay, let's do the bells. It's like, dang, it's like one time. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, share the video, become a member. I'm gonna start this story. We'll get to the scoop because you know what I'm saying. Appreciate everybody that's here that is supporting, that is engaging with the channel. So after the earnings call, right? It's been a lot of chatter about the fallout. Now Zaza put DC Films like on blast. He was like, y'all ain't doing quality. Y'all ain't doing what y'all supposed to do with DC property. That's that whole protect the brand, right? That's that whole, quality first. That's what Zaza was saying to everybody. Now that ruffled some feathers, right? Hamada and his remaining regime got their feelings hurt. And so now you got these hit pieces about, anti-new regime. That's a real thing. When I say the anti-new regime, anti-Zaslav, whatever you want to call it, that amped up after the earnings call. And if you see it, you should see it for yourself in real time, what happened. Zaslav talked to the money people and said, this is what we're going to do with DC. Right? So since then, there was a certain, post out there that said after Zaslav was canceling Batgirl, he was canceling CW shows, Batwoman, The Flash as the final season. There's a lot of stuff happening when Zaslav came in the building. Then all of a sudden, according to certain people, they said, well, Zaz's been outvoted. He's been outvoted, as far as his Flash film. Got back then. Ezra, get help for what you're guilty. Speak out. I won't get into specifics because I don't know. Sil's legit scooper. Shout out to Bat Dan in the chat. Got 272 likes. Let's get to 300. Get a nice round number. Shout out to Bat Dan. 416 in the chat. Let's smash that like. Share the video. Tell your friends. Got Mikey in the chat. What's good? So you had people talking. They're like, oh, somehow after Zaza was like bossing for this whole earnings call, all of a sudden he's been outvoted. Yeah, the new anti-regime is real. The new anti-regime is very real. Got Michael Marshall. We need to have some sort of in-person celebration where everything's restored. Let's pack up at Olive Garden. That's good. Let's do it. Let's do it. Shout out to Michael. Hamada Shields is real. Very real. That's why I always say listen to what Zazav is saying. Because he's the one that control. He has the power. And he already told the money people what to expect. New regime. Yeah. Anti-new regime is real. So quality first, 10-year plan. All right. So according to this, this whole report saying, oh, someone outvoted Zaslav. Lo and behold, that next day I had my update. All right. I had my update after the supposed time. I just want to get you on a timeline, right? Because see, I put this out there early enough where I was like, yo, everybody can catch up. Because I just wanted to show y'all that no one else has this information, right? It's not to, we're not heard flexing or nothing like that. I'm just like, dang, like I put this out there days ahead of time. And I was like, yo, like, hey, if y'all hit this marker, like I'll give y'all credit that y'all knew what I was about to drop. All we got was anti-new regime. That's all we got. So I'm like, okay. So according to a certain report, again, Zaza was outvoted. I got my report after that supposed meeting. And that's what I'm about to drop to y'all right now. All right? That's where we're at. It's like we're not playing around. It's like people forget like what we just did like a week or two ago. Why are we worried about subscriber mode? Why are we worried? Do we have bots in the chat or something? Like, what's going on? I keep seeing that being said for some reason. 4:30 in chat. Subscribe. Smash a like. Oh, I'm not worried. Yeah. It's all bots.
Autobots and roll out.
So I just sat back, I just announced, I said, yo, I might have an update this weekend. And then that's the best they could put out with that. Zaza was outvoted, but chronologically, my information came out after that supposed outvoting of Zaza. So I think we got the new information for y'all here. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it was told to me. Got 300 likes. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to everyone calling for those likes. We're at 295 actually right now. I don't know. Maybe I'm slow on this side. Oh, my system's slow. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you exactly how I got this information, as far as like how it was relayed to me. After this supposed meeting that Zaza was outvoted by the board of directors, because Zaza's on the board of Discovery, right? Like on this channel, I don't just talk about DC, and some Marvel, Star Wars. I talk about the business behind it. We was talking about the board like this whole past year leading up to this merger. The merger closed. We knew who was on the board. We talked about this, right? So you ain't gonna get me with some sideways story about Zaza and the board. So after the supposed meeting that Zaza was voted out, I was told the next day things are happening. I was like, what? Then they gave me the eye emoji. I'm like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? It was like, yo, more is happening with the Flash. So, okay, so shout out to, like I said, THR, Kim Masters, and the crew over there at THR. They laid out the three paths, likely two paths, plus like one like long shot of shelving the film. Zaza told his investors he's going to put this film out. So I'm just going to trust what he's saying. The first option, according to Kim Masters, was Ezra would get help, right? Ezra would get help, and they're going to rehab, and then give like some kind of public statement, like a limited statement, a part of the press, talking about the events, and then Ezra will be the Flash, likely in the JL2 team up, right? A couple years from now. Option 2 is Ezra just kind of, stays hidden. Because going back to the first option, Ezra was over, according to the pictures, Ezra was with the mother's home, right? And then they're supposed to go to rehab. So let's hope for the best for Ezra, right? But let's say Ezra does not go to rehab. This film's still going to come out, and Ezra just would not be the Flash in the JL2 team up, right? So we're years from now. So again, they said, more is coming. They said more additional photography is coming to the flash film or reshoots, however you want to call it. Again, they decided this after the supposed meeting that Zaslav was was outvoted. It's amazing. It's amazing when they come up with this stuff. They already decided on more additional photography for the flash film. So that's the first part of this. The first part of this I want to get across. They still plan on the flash film to come out. And they've scheduled additional photography. Do I know the date? I do not know the date. Like when I was told that Ben Affleck on Aquaman set, I wasn't told the exact date. They said just within the next month. And then it happened like that next week. Right? If it wasn't happening already when I was told. So, additional photography with the flash that's already been decided on. They're still planning on the flash film coming out even after that supposed meeting. Now, the source reiterated the additional photography is definitely happening. So y'all know what I'm gonna ask, right? Like, you know, if y'all been on the channel long enough, y'all know what I'm gonna ask them. You're gung-ho on additional photography. You're saying a lot is moving. There's a lot of movement with WBD right now, DC. So, okay, you know, just like I asked with Aquaman, who's going to be on the set? When they talked about the Flash reshoots before, I reported what they said. They said in early June, Ezra Miller and Michael Keaton was on set. Early June. So that's the same question I asked. Okay, who's on set, right? Now, again, I don't know the exact date, Retro. I do not know when these additional photography is going. Shout out to Koji in the chat. Now, when Keaton was on set early June, I was told that tied up his story, right? Now, that was all of a sudden Batgirl was canceled, Supergirl was canceled. So I think Keaton's story is like a one shot in a Flash film and then possibly Batman Beyond, right? And Mikey told us about the possibility of Batman Beyond. You know, but in the DCEU, I think this is it for Keaton, right? I think they already cut Keaton's role, Valzad, right? So according to the source, they said they liked how I put out the first scoop about Aquaman when I said beard watch. All right. They said, yo, that was kind of dope that you said beard watch. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that in the Aquaman scoop? If you know, I was on IG. I think I came to YouTube. I said, yo, beard watch. All right. And then people was like, when is Ben Affleck going to shave, right? Right after his honeymoon, right? Y'all remember that. Sammy remember that. And it lasted like a day. Retro, Leon, Israel remembers. That was a short beard watch, right? Oh, yeah, Fred, yeah. Also, it's 100% false. He shaved that. Yo, my source said, yo, I like how you did that beard watch. He said, maybe you should do another beard watch. It's like, what? Yeah, maybe you should do another beard watch. Yo. I'll make this very clear to y'all. There's additional photography. The Flash film is planning on coming out. Additional photography is already planned after this supposed meeting that's supposed to happen with Zaslav. Also, things are moving. Things are percolating. Ben Affleck's going to be back on the set for the Flash film. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? Because Ben Affleck was just on the first act of the Flash film. Last time I checked, people that saw the screening for the Flash film, they said Ben Affleck only was in the first act. I said, what? Like, and it was like the first act was great. And then that's when, Barry goes into the past, into a separate timeline. And he ends up with, Keaton and Sasha Kaye and everything going on like that, right? You don't see Ben Affleck as far as the current cut until the last scene of the film, or post credit, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Where he says, Barry, come save us. I'm being told Ben Affleck is coming back on set. Like, it's amazing that I was told he'll be coming back for Aquaman. That was like, okay. To scoop Ben Affleck, that's amazing one time. I've been given a second Ben Affleck scoop. They are adjusting. Things are moving with the Flash film. I only can assume it's the third act of the film because the first act was supposed to have been solid. The second act was supposed to be pretty solid with Keaton and Sasha Kaye. And the third act was wonky. I'm believing that Ben Affleck, they are redoing the ending of the Flash film with Ben Affleck. That is the scoop. That is what I was told by those same sources. And it's a matter of time when that will be confirmed because Ben Affleck is going back for additional photography for the Flash film. So what's going to happen, right? What is going to happen going forward? Did they change the end? Are they changing the ending to the Flash film? That's the only thing I could think of with this information. Ben, he came back for Aquaman already. He's come back for the Flash as well. I like this. Is this another favor? Is this another favor by Ben Affleck? Boy. Shout out to Sarah. Reverse the weeding continues. Something's changing with Ben Affleck in the Flash film. Point blank. That's what's happening, y'all. Another favor. Another favor. All right, Marcus, I guess that's a hashtag another favor. I guess that feels good. That feels good. Ben Affleck is shooting more for the Flash film. Something's being changed with the Flash film. Now, I was already told, and I did that story, Mikey covered it, that Zaza was choosing the Snyderverse timeline. Now, I heard from independent sources to that since I put my story out that I know it's not connected with the people I know, that they're hearing the same thing, that Zaza is choosing the Snyderverse timeline. Shout out to Paula in the chat. This opens up a lot with this Flash film. The fact that they are committed to fixing whatever they need to with this film. I think the ending is changing. I 100% believe the ending is changing. More Ben Affleck. What does that mean, right? Most definitely, I'm going to do, like I said, a Twitter space tomorrow. If you're on Twitter, we're going to talk more about this, just a fallout. And what do y'all think? What do y'all think this means? With Ben Affleck doing more additional photography for the Flash film. insane. I do not. I wasn't given any other names. I don't know if Ezra's going to be back. I don't know who else. I already know Keaton was on set 2 months ago. All I was told was Ben Affleck is coming back on set. Yes, this was the same sources that told me Ben Affleck would do additional photography for Aquaman. The same that told me Supergirl was shelved indefinitely. Both those things were confirmed. So I'm kind of believing that Affleck, they're changing the ending, y'all. I really believe that. Any last minute comments or questions, throw it in the chat. That was the information that I was given. And I believe more is coming with that. But it's going to be nuts when that's confirmed because this Flash film has changed, y'all. This Flash film is not like we expected, even a few months ago. I think they're changing a lot. And bringing in June, when they said specifically just Michael Keaton and Ezra, and there's probably more people too, but that's okay. They changed something with Keaton, right? All of a sudden, Ben Affleck's on set for Aquaman. Now Ben's going to be back on set for Flash. I think they're changing the ending, y'all. I really believe that. Anything with Cavill? October. You're going to see Cavill in October. Flash is going to be very interesting. Giving us, again, more Affleck or changing the story, right? I think that's what's happening. Y'all. And that's amazing. Let's see. This chat be jumping. I got it on slow mode and it's still jumping. Shout out to Sammy. I'm going to do a live audio call. If you're part of the Discord tomorrow, I'm going to do Twitter Spaces. I'm going to do IG Live. All links are in the description. Twitter, IG, and Discord. All tomorrow. Especially if I hear something else regarding this. We're definitely going to have a nice conversation. I'm going to get y'all thoughts on this too. What does this mean? More Ben Affleck in a Flash film? What could that mean, right? Now it can mean one thing, right? I'm just saying. That can only mean one thing to me. They changed the ending. Because the last ending, as far as I checked, was Ben was in a separate timeline. I think they're changing that. I strongly believe that. What I miss? Ben Affleck additional photography for the Flash film. Major. They want to get this film out. They want to highlight Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck, and Sasha Calle. Ezra, if Ezra gets help, then he'll be a part of this marketing for this film. If Ezra does not get help, they'll hide Ezra and push more Ben Affleck now and Keaton. Ooh-wee. Real Talk says, I really think they're doing a soft reboot actor in the end. I haven't heard of any recasting yet for Barry Allen, but that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, live Discord call tomorrow. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna digest this tonight. We're gonna digest, and then we're going to talk about it. We're gonna sleep on this. We're gonna see more Ben Affleck in the Flash film. Sarah says, what point can we declare Snyderverse restored? Seems restored to me. We have to wait for a public announcement for Zach, for Betas to accept it. More Ben Affleck in the Flash film. Unreal, y'all. Let's see. We're catching up with the comments. Mikey sent me a message. Let's see. I probably should check on my phone. That's what I should do. Let's do it like that. Let's see. All right, so we're about to wind this down. Shout out to Sarah. We got Koj. What if Snyder Cut? What if it's Snyder Cut Batfleck contacting this new Flash, like Flash contacted Batman in BVS because our Flash dies in a Dark Side War. They need a Flash. Ooh, that'd be deep, right? Because as it stands, the current ending of the Flash film, just according to the people that saw the screening, is Batfleck ends up in a separate timeline from Ezra, from Barry. And he's imploring Barry to come to come find us. Because according to the dialogue, Batfleck, come over here, bro. I don't know where Batfleck is at when that's said. I don't have a lot of details with that at all. I think they're changing that. I really believe they're changing this ending. Why are you having Ben back on set? Benny Blanco, do you think they time to add Billy Crudup back as Barry's father now that they're doing reshoots? I'll be really honest. I'll be really honest with this, and I get that we want the continuity, we want the characters that we want, the actors that we want. Barry's father is a very small part of this story, and I just honestly they can get away with this story without putting back Billy Crudup. To be quite honest, if they're choosing the Snyderverse timeline, then I'm sure Billy can come back for a future Flash film, or if they refer to the father at all. Marcus says for no reason, Ben Affleck is doing additional photography for the Flash film. Additional. Ben was done with this film. He put out a statement, was it last year? He put a nice finish to the character, right? And then according to the source, something's changing. Something's bubbling with this Flash film. They're repurposing this film, y'all. They're repurposing the Flash film. And again, I was talking about the Snyderverse timeline. Everything's lining up with what was told before. Ben is in Aquaman 2, not Keaton. Batgirl's canceled. Supergirl's canceled. No other conclusion I could have, folks. Now he's back twice. Right. So this is a new contract. Like, why? They probably could commission that a part of the original contract for reshoots. So there's a wiggle room with that. But they're changing the story, y'all. They're changing Batfleck's story, adjusting, adding on. We'll see. Shout out to everyone that's come through for this live stream. This is amazing times. We got Mike and Bates will still say Batfleck's done. Yo, I gave him a chance to come out with this story first. I gave him a chance. They was talking that nonsense. Oh, Flash getting canceled. Kim Masters told you that's the farthest. Like that's like last case scenario, like far last case scenario to cancel this film. As that's once it's out. They think Ezra will lay low. We'll see. If Ezra gets help, that's even better. But this film coming out, y'all. Now with more Ben Affleck. Oh, boy. Interesting time. Shout out again to everyone that supported this live stream. I know we don't hype up stuff, but when he told me Ben like several days ago, I was like, oh, man. I was like, this is big, man. Ben Affleck doing more. Really believe Cavill will be confirmed in Flash after October. I hope so. Again, I haven't heard directly that Cavill's in the Flash. They still could change this, right? I mean, who else is going to be on set? I don't know. We just know Ben's going to do more. Will they bring Cavill with them? We'll see. But you're going to see Cowboy in October. I think you'll feel better in October. That or setting them up for the Aquaman, right? Because I believe the just me personally, I wasn't told this, but the Batfleck solo, I think that's happening after the Aquaman. But we'll see, right? You got a good idea as well, too, Sarah. Batman into the Speed Force, right? I like that. That could work. Amazing stuff, y'all. This is a fluid situation. Ezra, yeah, definitely has two choices here: to get help, and then Ezra will be a part of the press tour for this film hopefully next summer. If Ezra does not get help, they will not be a part of the press tour. But I think they're going to highlight Ben Affleck more with Keaton. I really believe that. C to the P. Cyborg should have a TV series with him introducing soon. I believe Ray Fisher will be back. According to Mikey, if that's a possibility. Watch Scoop Center every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Become a member as well, just in case that leaks out a little early. Wow. More Ben Affleck on the Flash film. Beard Watch 2.0. Maybe he stays shaven. I don't know. Yo, everybody, let's sleep on this. Let's digest this. And then we're going to talk about it all across different platforms tomorrow. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hashtag another favor. Another favor. Oh, man. This movie's getting a little more interesting, y'all. Smash the like, subscribe if you're not. Share the video. Become a member. It's a new DC, y'all. And we got a lot more to talk about this going forward. But it sounds like this new regime is about their business. And I'm excited for that. Hashtag another favor. People's Champ. We out.
Sylabdul ink to speak true as he bring the news. Coffee talk, stay brew, kick back, get real comfortable. Here to stay, no on delay, make sure I be's informed. On the road, on the go, playing ball on that pavement floor. It's the lifestyle right now, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Guaranteed all week's going to always be on time. That's my word, y'all heard from Il Divino Vega's mouth. What's the words much more than what these networks talk about?